Hi everybody, and welcome to day 2 of our daily devotions, looking at the richness and beauty of some ancient Hebrew words and what we can learn from them for application to modern life. My name's Chris Porter and I'm the Senior Minister at Andover Baptist Church, and it's a privilege to be leading you through these devotions this week. Thousands of years ago, when the Old Testament part of the Bible was written, it was written in Hebrew. And I'm really grateful to an amazing book I have been reading and have read over the last couple of years and gone back to, called 70 Hebrew Words Every Christian Should Know by Matthew Schlim. Sometimes in our English translations of the Bible, we miss some of the meaning, the richness and beauty of those original Hebrew words. So we're looking at 5 different individual words this week and unpacking the meaning behind them. In part 1, we looked at the word Israel. And today we look at a much misunderstood word in English, let alone in Hebrew. You know, I love steak and I love blue cheese, and I really love steak with blue cheese sauce. I love walking and I love hiking up mountains, and I love Line of Duty on TV. And most of the time I love my job and I love my wife and I love my daughters. But I don't love my daughters like I love blue cheese, at least I hope not. And the love that I feel for my wife is very different to the love I have of steak or walking or my job. The problem is that in English I use the same word to describe my feelings for them all, and that word is love. I love. When we talk about God's love for us or our love for God, things then can naturally feel very confusing to us. In what way does God love me? Is it a blue cheese kind of way or a father-child kind of way? Is it a romantic, gushy kind of love, or is it something different? Is it about feelings at all, or is it about something else? And the Hebrew, these ancient words, can really help us here, because Hebrew has several words related to love. And one of the most common that we find in the Bible is hesed. It appears more than 250 times in the Old Testament. And unlike the English word love, it's pretty specific about what it means. And it's not primarily about romantic or gushy feelings. In fact, it's not really about feelings at all. Hesed has less to do with infatuation and more to do with faithfulness. It's about loving someone come what may. It's about commitment and tenacity. It's not temporary, it's permanent. It's not changeable on a whim or based on our feelings. Hesed love delivers security, acceptance and devotion. And when it's used in the Old Testament part of the Bible, it's almost always used in the context of God to us, God's hesed love for us. You know, in the Old Testament there are these fantastic poems called Psalms, and hesed appears loads of times in those Psalms. And in just one of them, in Psalm 103 and verses 11 to 13, the writer says this: "For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his hesed, his love, for those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him." See, even the Bible struggles to express the size of God's hesed love for us. As high as the heavens are above the earth. That's basically as far as you can get. This is the depth and the width and the height of the love that God has for us. The hesed love that God has for us. Not gushy, romantic, spineless, powerless, whimsical love, but steadfast, loyal, faithful, passionate, permanent, unchanging, and nothing we can do to stop it kind of love. There's a recurring statement in the Bible that God is slow to anger and abounding in hesed, abounding in love. In the Old Testament law that God gave his people, it says this: "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping his covenant, his promise of love, hesed, to 1,000 generations of those who love him." Hear that today. Hear that today. God keeps his covenant, his promise of loyal, faithful, steadfast, passionate, hesed love to you. And just reflect on that for a moment. Today's song is called Reckless Love by Corey Asbury. And you know, sometimes this hesed love of God might look reckless to us. It might even feel that way, that God's unconditional, undeserved love would be reckless. But this is the kind of love that God has for us. So I love this song. This song talks about God's Hesed love for us, his overwhelming, never-ending love that can't be earned or deserved. The bridge part of the song says this: there's no mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. It's God's reckless Hesed love for you and I, his loyal, steadfast, faithful love. And I want to hope and pray that as you listen to that song, as you reflect on what we've been talking about today, you'd experience that love and you'd be challenged to live in the light of that, because his Hesed love for us never changes, no matter what we do or where we are, and we need to live in the light of that. I really hope and pray that you know and experience that Hesed love today. Let's just pray together before you listen to the song. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your great love for us, your Hesed love for us that is loyal, passionate, faithful, steadfast, trustworthy, never changing. And Lord God, I pray that you'd help us to live in the light of that love today. Amen.
For I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. For I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so good to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, far you still love, found is the 99. I couldn't turn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still you're the foe for me. You have been so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, far you still love, found is the 99. I couldn't turn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up.